Integrating figure skaters with an intellectual disability into Skate Canada programs. The topics included in this presentation are Skate Canada Partnership, what a Special Olympics Ontario Figure Skating Club is, program examples, how to start a Special Olympics Ontario Figure Skating Club, and the supports available. Skate Canada has been a long-time partner with Special Olympics Canada and Special Olympics Ontario, providing sport training and competition for figure skaters with an intellectual disability. There are over 40 Skate Canada clubs that participate in Special Olympics Ontario programming. The mission of Special Olympics in Canada is the development of year-round sports programs for individuals with an intellectual disability. To fulfill this commitment, it is generally recognized by Special Olympics Canada and Special Olympics Ontario that a standardized philosophy of program development and implementation is essential. The Special Olympics Canada program model is a nationwide, mutually agreeable development philosophy which the following summarizes. That the main thrust be the development, growth, and maintenance of year-round programs in sport, which provide fitness and competition components for individuals with an intellectual disability. The programs are accessible to all individuals with an intellectual disability. The approach to programming is developmental in nature and directed towards providing a full continuum of services in the area of sport. In order for athletes to be adequately prepared for competition, they can expect to receive approximately 1 to 3 hours per week of sports training from their sports club. This translates to 30 hours or 3 months of training throughout the season. Each training session should be broken down into the following components: warm-up, basic motor skills development, sport-specific skills and competition, fitness, and cool-down. During training sessions, athletes can expect to receive coaching appropriate to their skill level and to be challenged. All athletes can expect to be treated equally by their coaches and participate in a safe environment. Athletes abide by their rights and responsibilities. Coaches abide by the volunteer and coach code of conduct. Be positive role models and be knowledgeable and certified in their sport. Athletes participating in an official sport can expect to attend one conference competition per year and potentially attend invitational and other competitions. Athletes can expect to be properly prepared for competition, physically, mentally, and socially. Athletes can expect to receive equitable playing time during competition and are expected to compete to the best of their ability during all rounds of competition. Athletes and volunteers can expect that the sport club will register them with Special Olympics Ontario and that records will be accurately maintained on their behalf. Athletes can expect that competition or event registration information and other logistics will be completed for all competitions. The head coach will attend the sport-specific conference calls to become informed about sport-specific updates and competition details for the upcoming season. The sports clubs will liaise with other community administrative volunteers when appropriate. Depending on the sport club, athletes may be required to cover a registration fee. Fundraising initiatives may be organized by the sport club or community. Once registered with Special Olympics Ontario and within a sport club, they are covered in terms of health insurance in case of illness or injury incurred during practice or competition. In order to ensure safety of athletes and volunteers in any Special Olympics program, there are certain protocols which are to be followed. Athlete-to-coach ratios. Head coaches and/or team managers should have a file of athlete information forms at all practice, travel, and competition events. The athlete information form contains emergency contact information and medical history. Accident and incident reports are to be filled in for any exceptional occurrence. Skate Canada clubs can register as a Special Olympics Ontario figure skating club, so long as they are providing training opportunities for an athlete with an intellectual disability. By registering, your club will gain access to Special Olympics Ontario competitions, which allows your Special Olympics Ontario athlete or athletes to train and have the opportunity to qualify for local, regional, provincial, national, and international competitions. Examples of programs include Mixed Disability in CanSkate programs and Special Olympics. Skate Canada clubs can contact their Skate Canada liaison and their Special Olympics Ontario liaison for their community to discuss partnership opportunities when they either already have member skaters with an intellectual disability or wish to provide programming to those with an intellectual disability. The initial discussions to start a Special Olympics Ontario figure skating club will cover how the program can see Special Olympics Ontario Sport Club guidelines, explore potential program development plans, assess whether the program can provide accessible programming for new athletes, evaluate volunteer resourcing needs, and identify cost implications for athletes and the community. You will be working with your local Special Olympics Ontario Community Council to support, promote, and connect the club to the respective Special Olympics Ontario community. Club coaches and volunteers will need to be registered with Special Olympics Ontario. Your Special Olympics representative will walk you through the required paperwork. Figure skating fees are paid directly to the Figure Skating Club. Any funds that are raised in the name of Special Olympics Ontario must be accounted for through the Special Olympics Ontario centralized banking system. These funds are available to help offset program fees and are accessed through the community treasurer. The new sport club may be promoted among athletes and volunteers already involved in local Special Olympics programs. The club may be highlighted in local media sources, such as television, radio, internet, and newspapers. Local schools should be made aware of the opportunity for their students to become involved as athletes if they aren't already. An open house to promote a new sport in the community so athletes can try something new, ask questions, and watch demonstrations. New athletes can be recruited through Association for Community Living, group homes, boards of education, workshops or information fairs, other Special Olympics clubs, newspapers, flyers and posters, libraries, advocacy groups, or parks and recreation departments. The minimum amount of figure skaters and coaches needed for a club is 1 skater and 1 coach. Clubs may have more figure skaters and coaches as long as it follows the 3-to-1 athlete-to-coach ratio. Becoming a coach requires CanSkate Level 1 and 2 and Primary Star Skate Level 3 to 6, or Figure Skating Technical Level 1 and Figure Skating Practical Level 1, and completed either the NCCP Special Olympics Canada Community Coaching Course or the NCCP Special Olympics Coaching Course within a year of accepting their position. The supports available to you include Special Olympics Ontario Community Council, staff at Special Olympics Ontario, Special Olympics Ontario Technical Team, your Skate Canada liaison, and online resources. Please get in touch with Special Olympics for all contact information.